Hello guys and welcome to Real Anarchy. Today I'm going to be discussing who's going to be the big baddie in the DCU, and it's not who everybody's been talking about. I think I got the guy or the guys or the entities that are going to be part of the DCU or the big baddies of the DCU. And for that, I have somebody who's going to help me. I have DAWSON from Foreigner. Say hi.
How's it going, guys? I'm excited to be here and tackling this subject today.
He's going to give you his point of view, who's going to be the big baddie, and I'm going to give you my point of view, who's going to be the big baddie. And you leave me in the comment section. Let me know who's right or who you think is going to be. Now, you guys remember last year when James Gunn made the big announcement, and one of the announcements that he made was that there was going to be a True Detective-inspired Green Lantern show with Hal Jordan and John Stewart.
This is a story of a couple of Green Lanterns, John Stewart and Hal Jordan, and we have a few other lanterns peppered in there, but this is really a terrestrial-based TV show, which is almost like True Detective with a couple of Green Lanterns who are space cops watching over Precinct Earth. In it, they discover a terrifying mystery that ties into our larger story of the DCU.
Now imagine this, Hal Jordan and John Stewart embarking on a journey that is going to take them to a point where they're going to discover this ancient thing that can blow wide open the DCU and tell you who's going to be the big baddie. Now, why would this detective style approach will work so well for Green Lanterns? Well, it will allow them to explore the depth of the DC cosmos with our heroes uncovering clues, solving cosmic puzzles, and facing challenges beyond not just Earth, but beyond the galaxy. Now, you guys already heard about the Center. A lot of people are already assuming that the Center is going to be the main villain or the main antagonist of the DCU Phase 1 Gods and Monsters. But I have somebody completely different, which kind of make more sense to me. And who I think it is the Manhunters. That's right, probably you never heard of them. If you're not a comic book reader or watch the animated series, probably you're not too familiar with them. But who are the Manhunters? Well, think about them as the first Green Lantern, as the Guardians of the Universe were responsible for creating the Manhunters. And as you know, also created the Green Lantern Corps. The Manhunter ultimately developed a flaw in the programming and led them to develop a more authoritarian and extreme approach to justice. This deviation from the intended purpose resulted in a rebellion against the Guardians. And then the Manhunters went and became a significant threat to the stability of the universe, especially in their conflicts with the Green Lanterns. And yes, they're like mortal enemies. Wherever they see a Green Lantern, they want to kill them. And if the name Manhunter sounds familiar, yes, there is a tie-in into Martian Manhunter, which I'm going to explore in a different video. Now, imagine the Manhunters as the common thread, the looming menace that forces the heroes from different corners of the universe to unite against the shared threat. Such a threat will absolutely force the authority, who have their own brand of justice, to unite with Superman, Batman, the rest of the Justice League, just to save humanity. Now, do you think I'm right? Let's hear what DAWSON has to say about this.
Thanks, man. First and foremost, I think that is a fantastic guess. I think Manhunters definitely plays very much into the more obscure side of comics or lesser-known side of comics that James Gunn likes to delve into, especially considering the fact that he's definitely going to want to do different villains than what has been done before to really make his own mark on the DCU. And I tossed around a couple different ideas in my head when approaching this subject. One of the names that came up was Trigon. Didn't necessarily fit when I thought more about it, but there was one name that did stand out to me as one that I definitely think could be a big bad of the DCU, and that, of course, is Mongul, leader of Warworld. And there was actually a recent Action Comics storyline, the Warworld Saga, which was really impactful and brought a lot of characters together, including Midnighter from the Authority. So that could absolutely play into that. And I think what's interesting, you bring up the Green Lantern show, which first and foremost, I'm kind of a pessimist about that actually happening because they've announced that several times. But if it happens, and I hope it does happen, I think they could actually have a really interesting story where they begin to uncover the corruption of Warworld. Perhaps in this version of the DCU, they're going to make it to where the actions of Mongul and his home world are kind of hidden from the rest of the universe, as far as enslaving other cultures and bringing them together and kind of forcing them into gladiator matches and so forth. So maybe, you know, John Stewart and Hal Jordan will come together and uncover this corruption, which would definitely play into a lot of social politics out there nowadays. And I think would be very, very impactful if they went in that direction. Plus, Mongul's a character that's gone toe-to-toe with Superman on multiple occasions. And so in order to have a big bad of the DCU, you need someone that can go toe-to-toe and actually threaten the life of the most powerful being in that universe, that being Superman. Mongol also falls into that category of being obscure and in regards to the general audience. The general audience don't really know who Mongol is. The only reference they truly have is Mongal in The Suicide Squad. Other than that, they don't really know him. Comic book fans will know him very, very well, but general audiences have yet to be introduced to him. Hence why I think he could also be a great candidate for James Gunn to think, hey, this is someone people don't really know. Let's bring him into the limelight and make him a really intimidating bad guy. But again, the Manhunters is a fantastic guess, and I think both Manhunters and Mongol could be very equally likely be the big bads of the DCU.
All right, guys, I hope you really like this type of video. I'm going to be making another one, but leave me a comment in the comment section. Do you think Dawson is right? Do you think I'm right? Leave me a comment in the comment section. Or who do you have as the big baddie of the DCU? Till next time, guys, never let your nerd die. Peace.